Have you ever had to give a prophetic word to a person that did not receive the message that you were trying to give them as if it were not from God? Or have you ever received the message from someone and you thought it was not God? And at the end of the day, if you are here for the first time, I welcome you to my channel. My name is Prophet Andrea Roberts, and I am the founder of Virtual Prophetic Ministries. And I help prophetic people gain clarity, confidence, and certainty on their prophetic journey, whether they are prophets or trying to figure it out, or prophetic in general, like just prophetic gifts, right? That's what I do. I help them. Also, subscribe now. Click the link as well as turn on the notifications bell because you'll want to know when I do these videos or when I go live. So make sure you subscribe for more prophetic content. I want to share that with you. If you're prophetic, I need you to understand that there will be some things that you need to learn. And I want to say learn them quickly because the Lord does teach us through lessons in life. So the first or the number one lesson that I've learned as a prophet is I learned to speak for God authentically despite of the reception. Listen, people will not always receive what you are telling them. People will not always receive the prophetic messages that you give them. And you will have to learn that their reception to what you are saying does not validate whether or not your message is true or not. Now, I'm not saying that you're off. I'm talking about the Lord really gave you a message that is from him, but the person who's receiving the message or should be receiving the message won't receive it. People might not receive the truth. Their reception does not validate the message's accuracy. That is why the Bible, declares to a lot of the prophets when he called them, listen, don't be moved by men in their faces. They may not hear you. But at the end of the day, they'll know that a prophet was among them. And also in that, you have to learn how to embrace your authenticity. I had to learn to embrace my authenticity as one who is a regulator. God uses me to give regulatory type of prophetic messages. And once I understood that and realized that, I was able to become a more effective leader. So lesson number one, again, is to learn to speak for God authentically despite of the reception, because people will not always hear what you are trying to tell them to be from the Lord. Lesson number two that I had to learn was I had to learn to overcome adversity and understand that I was not alone. As prophets, a lot of times we do go through a lot of adversity, a lot of opposition, a lot of warfare and things like that. And it can force us to push into seasons of isolation, thinking that we're by ourselves, and we're not. I went through my last battle, a major battle or major adversity or major opposition. I went through a lot, and my mind, my mantle, my marriage, my ministry, my money, the 5 M's in my life were under attack. All right. My mind, my money, my mantle, my marriage, my ministry were all under attack. And I had to learn in moments of feeling defeat. I mean, this thing came to make me question my prophetic calling. Am I still a prophet? Did God take his hand off of me? I felt so lost, felt so defeated. But I had to learn that you will have moments like this. But thank God for community support. Thank God for even those who I would say that the Lord has used me as like a Moses to certain people to bring them out of things or to really walk them on the prophetic journey. They began to reach out to me when they noticed I wasn't creating content anymore, when they noticed they weren't receiving my emails anymore, when they noticed they just were like, where is she? They would inbox me or email me once in a while. Hey, where are you? What's going on? But I thank God for him using my husband to really remind me, hey, wake up. What is going on? Shake this off. You have to remember who you are. So I want to say that you are going to go through adversity. You're going to go through opposition, but you serve a God who will deliver. I know that God delivered me out of this, that last battle, that last major battle by transitioning me. I was sent into a land, into a region that I would just say just did not receive me. And the Lord provided. The Bible says that if you go through some things, that the Lord will not give you more temptation or put on more on you than you can bear. And if he will, without providing a way of escape. Now I'm elaborating. I will put that scripture that I'm talking about in the here so you can see exactly the way that it's saying. So basically the Lord, when things get to be too much, the Lord will provide a way of escape. And the Lord provided that way by sending another assignment to another region. But I want you to understand that you will, the lesson 2 is that you will go through adversity and you will feel alone, but you're not. You will feel alone, but you're not. You'll go through, but you're not. You'll experience warfare, but you're not. It's a lesson. I want to really push this in to this space, push this in the algorithm, push this out of my mouth, and have God's prophets, prophetic people understand that you will go through warfare, adversity, opposition, and feel alone, but you're really not. First of all, you're not alone because you have the Lord with you, but I am sure there is somebody, somewhere, somehow that the Lord will have to be able to provide for you. If not that, and what I mean provide counsel, provide wisdom, provide understanding, provide resources, whatever it needs. God doesn't really leave his prophets without. You just have to be able to shift your mind to see what God is using, so that way you are not alone. All right. And lesson number 3 that I learned is I had to learn that my words are really powerful and that they impact others for real. Words impact people. I will say this: people that connect with me, people that take part in my ministry, whether that's teaching or preaching or mentorship or whatever it is that they do, they begin to gain clarity. They begin to gain confidence, and they begin to gain certainty from my guidance. Whatever way it comes, people walk away after encountering me. They walk away just a little bit more clear and a little bit more understanding of whatever topic is being taught. And I had to learn that, but also the realization that my words are impactful. They're impactful. It changes people's lives. And that's I don't want to say scary. It's a great thing. But when you realize it's really happening, it does something to you, like, oh my God, God is using me in this way. And a lot of times some people are very proud, but I can be humble in this area. And I'm like, wow, God, you would really use me to pray for that person, and they get their breakthrough. And one of the most recent humbling experiences for me as realizing my impact on my voice in people's life is that I had a in-person event, a mentorship event, and people traveled. They got on airplanes and stayed in hotels and Airbnbs and did all that, drove across, different parts of America just to come and hear a part of what I was doing or take a part in that. And being able to witness the fruit of that, it is impactful. And my takeaway from that is that, as prophets or prophetic people, is you have to understand that your words impact people for good and for bad, right? To build up and to tear down, to bind and to destroy, all those different things, but to heal, to set free, to deliver. And that is a big lesson to me, to know that God would choose me to be a voice that would impact change. It is humbling. And I want to encourage you, if God has called you to be his prophet, he's going to begin to develop and show you how you are impactful. It's not just about being able to say, thus saith the Lord, but the role of leadership and being able to lead people effectively really is a blessing. So I just want to share with you those top 3 lessons that I've learned in this. Was really understanding that I had to learn how to speak for God authentically, regardless of what people received it or not, regardless of their reception. That second one was I had to learn how to overcome adversities, warfare, trial, and realize I wasn't alone. And then lesson 3 was I had to learn the fact that I'm a real leader and people actually listen to me and they follow me and they learn from me and their lives are impacted, and they grow and they get healed and they get whole. And that is a responsibility. But nonetheless, these are lessons that I learned that I just wanted to share with you. Hopefully, this has inspired you. But not only that, I hope this helps. That's the whole point of my channel, is to help those of you who are prophetic. I'll need you to comment below if you can relate What lessons have you learned as a prophet or a prophetic person? You don't have to just be a prophet to comment here, but what have you learned recently? What are the top 3 things? All right. And then if you're interested in taking it a step further, look in the caption or the description of the video and you'll see there a few things. One, I want you to connect for level 1 prophetic mentorship, which really is my free 5-day prophetic bootcamp. You'll really enjoy that. If you're looking to possibly maybe even do prophetic ministry virtually in the future, that bootcamp will be so beneficial for you. Or if you are in need of a one-on-one prophetic advisement or one-on-one coaching, you can find out that information there if you need some life advice. All right. From a prophetic perspective, you can go ahead and click that link in the caption as well. Listen, make sure you subscribe, stay tuned for the next video, and of course, share this video with somebody. I always say prophetic people know other prophetic people, so share it and it'll bless them as well. God bless you, and I will see you next time. Bye now.